Hello dear learners, welcome to all of you. Let us learn a very interesting topic from pharmaceutical engineering, that is Reynolds experiment and Reynolds number. This topic is very important from GPAT as well as from university exam point of view. So let us first look at the learning outcomes of this topic. After watching this video, the learner will be able to explain Reynolds experiment, define Reynolds number, classify types of flow, and lastly the learner will be able to illustrate the significance of Reynolds number. So let us start this topic with this question: why this experiment is called as a Reynolds experiment? The answer is very easy. Let us see. This experiment was firstly carried out by Professor George Stock in 1851, but its use was popularized by Professor Osborne Reynolds in the year 1883. That's why this experiment is called as a Reynolds experiment. So let us see what are the objective of this experiment. This experiment was carried out to study the flow of fluid or to study the fluid mechanics, that is study of fluid in the motion, and secondly to demonstrate the existence of two types of flow of fluid, that is laminar flow and the turbulent flow. This laminar flow, it is a type of flow in which all the streams or the paths are parallel to each other or move in a well defined path, and in the laminar flow the velocity of the fluid remains constant. That's why this flow is also called as a steady flow. Whereas this turbulent flow is a type of flow in which all the layers or the streams move in a zigzag way, where the velocity does not remains constant. That's why this turbulent flow, it is also called as a unsteady flow. So let us see the experimental setup of this experiment. This experiment consists of the glass tube which is attached with the water reservoir with the wall. This wall helped to introduce the water at a varying velocity in the glass tube, and from other end of the glass tube this colored water reservoir is attached, and it consists of a nozzle. The use of this nozzle is to introduce the colored liquid in the form of fine stream in the glass tube as shown in the figure. The procedure of this experiment: the Reynolds introduced the water at a varying velocity in the glass tube, and from the other end he introduced the colored solution at a constant flow rate or at a constant velocity in the form of fine stream, and then he observed the effect of varying velocity of water on the fine stream of colored liquid, and then he drawn some observations and the conclusion. So let us see the observations. For the understanding purpose, I divided this experiment into two steps. First step, he introduced the water at a low velocity, and in the second step he introduced the water at a high velocity by increasing the flow rate. When he introduced the water at a low velocity, he observes the thread of colored solution maintain its identity throughout the glass tube, and where all the colored streams are parallel to each other, that indicates no sign of mixing. Whereas in the second step, by increasing the flow rate, he observes that the thread of colored liquid disappeared firstly, and then slowly the entire mass of the water gets uniformly colored. That indicates the complete mixing of solutions. From this observation, the Reynolds find out two types of flow. of liquid, that is laminar flow and the turbulent flow. This laminar flow is a type of flow in which all the streams or the layers move in a well defined path or move in a parallel to each other without crossing with other layer. Such type of flow is called as a viscous or streamline or a laminar flow, as all the layers of the streams move in a straight line. That's why it is also called as a streamline flow. Whereas this turbulent flow, it is a type of flow in which all the streams or the layers move in a zigzag way. As these layers move in a zigzag way, this get mixed with each other, that result in complete mixing of liquid. Such type of flow is called as a turbulent flow. This turbulent flow, it is also called as a diffused flow, because in this flow all the liquids completely get diffused with each other, or the completely get mixed with each other. That's why it is also called as a diffuse type of flow. Along with this laminar and the turbulent flow, the Reynolds observed a third region, that is called as a transitional region, which is unstable and unpredictable, where both type of flow is present, or the mixed type of flow is present. The point at which this mixed type of flow is present is called as a critical factor, and at such factor the third type of flow is observed, it is called as a transitional flow. And the velocity at this transitional flow, it is mainly called as a critical velocity, and it is the average velocity of any fluid at which the viscous flow changes into the turbulent flow, or vice versa, depending upon the condition. From this observation, the Reynolds concluded that there are two forces acting on the fluid in motion. The first one is the inertial force and the second one is the viscous force. And the type of flow produced in the fluid, it is mainly depend upon these two forces, where this inertial force is the force exerting on the liquid which maintain the flow of fluid in general direction, and this force is due to the momentum of the liquid, and it is proportional to rho u square, where this rho is the density and this u is the velocity of liquid. And this viscous force, it mainly counteracts the inertial force and retards the general flow of fluid due to the generation of turbulence or disturbance in the fluid. This viscous force, it is mainly proportional to nu u upon d, where this nu is the viscosity of fluid, this u is the velocity, and this d is the diameter of pipe. That means this viscous force, it is inversely proportional to the diameter of pipe. As the diameter of pipe get decrease, the viscous force is get increased. And hence from this, the Reynolds claimed that the type of flow to be developed in the liquid, it depends on the ratio of these two forces. And from this, the Reynolds developed a dimensionless number called as a Reynolds number. So in the next video lecture, we will see in detail about this Reynolds number. Till then, thank you. Be positive and be happy.